Hi guys and welcome to today's video. I'm bare skinned, I'm bare-faced. That only means one thing, it means we're going to be applying some makeup today. And from the title of this video you can see that I just wanted to have a chitty chatty get ready with me. I'm going to be applying some makeup and talking about some of my 2022, I don't want to call them resolutions because it's not like, I feel like there's a slight stigma attached to making a resolution for 2022, like making a resolution for the year. I'm not necessarily making a resolution, I've just had a lot of time to reflect on like my life and, you know, I'm 25 this year, you know, quarter of the way through a century. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. So I kind of wanted to have a bit of a reset and think about my life and what I want out of it, how I want to approach this new year, and I want to make it a better year than last year was. Last year was a caca, it was boo boo, we did not like it, I did not like it. 2021, whew. Who she, what, huh? No, we're not doing that again. 2022 I feel positive about, I want to maintain positive about, however I do need to change my ways slightly to make it better. So yeah, I thought we'd talk about 2022 resolutions, goals, changing my life a little bit, just like what I'm up to at the moment, what my plans are, some videos that are coming out, just like my whole video schedule at the moment. You know, just having a little chitty chatty get ready with me. If that sounds like a little bit of you, then keep on watching. And if you're new here, hello, welcome, my name is Meg, and I like to talk about all the superficial things around here, all the things that don't really matter but brings a little bit of joy in the everyday grind that can be life, all things makeup, skincare, haircare, homeware and fashion. We talk about them all in some capacity, so if that sounds like a little bit of you, hit subscribe, join my family, join my circle of trust, and let's get into this. By the way, all the products that I use will be in the description bar below like usual. So let me start off with the goals I have for 2022. Usually I make goals every year that they're achievable, but like I don't achieve them. I tend to set goals that are very like, either you've achieved them or you haven't, you know? Is that the word? Definitive? I think that's the word I'm looking for. I'm drawing a bit of a blank, but I tend to set goals that are like that. So when it comes to the end of the year and I obviously haven't hit that goal, it's quite depressing and it makes me feel like I've not achieved anything or like I've not tried hard enough. It just like makes me feel a little bit low. Not, you know, not depressed, doesn't make me anxious or anything like that. It just makes me feel a little bit crap about myself, which I'm sure you can probably understand. I'm sure you relate. We've all done it before where we set a goal and we're like, why did we do that? That was never going to happen. Now I just feel crap because I thought I could do something and I didn't do it. Love that for me. So I got to the end of 2021 and 2021 was like a roller coaster. I'd probably say like my biggest achievement was getting my degree. Although getting a degree was so like, it was such a an achievement, it didn't feel like it because that wasn't something that I was planning on getting in my life. It wasn't something that necessarily brought me happiness or brought me joy. Like I'm very, very proud of myself for getting it and I'm not, you know, I'm very privileged to be in the position where I was able to get a degree, but equally it wasn't like, I don't know, I just didn't set out for it in life. I never was bothered about it. My degree doesn't necessarily like bring me the most joy, but it was like the one achievement I'd say that came out of 2021, like the one positive thing that I feel came out of the year. And to say that the one positive thing that came out of the year I just wasn't really that asked about to begin with anyway, it says a lot for me. So I was like sitting down thinking to myself, okay, well, when 2023 rolls around, not to be like wishing my life away or anything, but when this time next year rolls around, when I reflect on the year, what am I gonna want? What am I gonna be proud of myself for? I feel like a lot of what I do is always like not working for someone else, but like I'm always doing things that don't necessarily like put me first. Like I'll have all these ideas of what I want to do and what's gonna make me happy and these images in my head, these really creative images of, oh my god, this is like, it makes me happy thinking about these thoughts, right? Of all these creative juices and all these ideas and all of these like desires that I have, and they're not like unattainable desires. So this year I kind of want to just grow myself, and so that I get to the end of this year and I'm like, do you know what, I might have not hit a target or a goal, but I've really worked hard this year. And like I worked hard last year, but I felt like I was working hard at someone else's dreams. I didn't feel like I was working hard at my dreams, my goals. I feel like I didn't really get anywhere last year in terms of like what I wanted out of life. Like I didn't, like honestly last year was probably the most unhappiest I've ever felt. I feel like when I'm not doing things that were in my like divine plan, it doesn't feel like I've succeeded enough. It doesn't feel like, you know, I feel like I'm working at someone else's goals, someone else's life. I don't know. It's just weird. I want this year to be the year I make my lifestyle changes and I do things for me and make me happier, but not just about making me happier, not like a selfish thing, but making me like a more efficient, better person. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I feel like I run around like a headless chicken literally every single day of my life, and it's exhausting. And when you're doing that, you just burn out. And I feel like I've been burnt out for like years. I feel like I've literally been burnt out for years. And so when you're burnt out all the time, you don't really get to work on the things that make you happy or the things that you want to do. And when you do get around to doing them, you're so knackered that you can't really appreciate what you're doing or like be in the moment. I know that sounds like quite deep, and I'm not trying to make it sound deep. I'm just like saying how I feel. I don't know if you watched my what I got for Christmas video. It came out very late, okay, please excuse that, but you know, like, it happens. I got this notepad from my parents. It says, sorry I'm late, I was busy saving the universe. It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. And I've decided to make this like my bullet journal. It's not actually like the bullet journal style with all of like the dots and blank paper and creating yourself. It is just a lined notebook. But I've decided that this is going to be like my bullet journal this year, in the sense of I want to kind of track my New Year's resolutions and goals and monitor myself throughout the year, so that if I do end up feeling really crappy about myself, I can be like, no, get back in check. Look how fantastic you're doing. You're keeping yourself accountable. You're able to reflect on the good things and not wallow in like, I don't know, the miserable things or like the not so exciting things. Life can't be exciting all the time, and life unfortunately is full of disappointments, or what feels like disappointments. So I don't want to just remember those. I don't want to feel like this is going to be another year of disappointments or a year of not going anywhere. So I wrote down 3 goals, and they're like measurable. I put down measures by them. Like, look at me being this efficient. So my 3 goals of the year. My first goal is to be more organised. Now again, this is, like I said, it's a very wish-washy goal. Who's to say what being more organised means, you know? More organised to someone might be completely different to my version of being organised. So I put like down some measures about how I'm going to achieve each of these goals. So being more organised, I'm going to plan my day in short, as in what are the top things I want to do today, and if I've achieved those, then I've got what I wanted out of that day, so I'm not wasting it. I put it here, plan my day in short, so it's manageable and I feel accomplished. That is something that I like really kick myself about when I don't feel accomplished out of the day, or feel like I've wasted a day. I would literally like really beat myself up about it, like, oh, I've wasted an entire day, I could have done X, Y and Z, this is why I'm not achieving my dreams, because I'm so lazy, and blah blah blah. Like, I literally spiral into this like self-pity, self-beating up, and it's like not healthy. Another part of this, so like another measure, is to stay tidy / find a routine that works. I'm quite a messy person. I'm not an unclean person. Cleanliness and tidiness are 2 different things, okay? I'm clean, very clean, but I'm not tidy. I have a lot of clutter. I'm not very good at like packing things away there and then. Like, I'm that sort of person that like, I'll try on loads of outfits if I'm going out, and I won't pack the outfits that I have discarded on the floor away. They'll kind of just be like all on hangers, hanging to the sides of drawers and off door handles and stuff. Like, I'm not very good at packing away whilst I work, so I want to find a routine that works for me. Like, when I finish recording a YouTube video and I have all the makeup in front of me, I usually write the makeup that I use down. So I need to find like a little routine so I don't have just stuff everywhere, because it bugs me. Also, I want to plan my weekly dinner list every weekend. I feel like you'd think this is a silly one, like just planning the weekly dinners, but honestly, when you have a full-time job that's very demanding, and you have a hobby that's very demanding, and you have a house to run and a relationship to maintain and a family to see and friends to see, it's like, oh, and a body to maintain, like, I'm really trying to maintain this body, but like, I want to go to the gym and do all these things. Like, there is not enough hours in the day if I'm not more organised. So even things like planning the weekly dinner list and shopping for those meals is going to really help. And I used to do that, and then I stopped doing it So I need to get back to doing that because it was actually really helpful doing that. It really like kept me on track, and some days I'd be like, Jake, do you know what, I have got no time to cook tonight. You cook, you pick out of that weekly dinner list and you start it, or like you cook it or whatever. You know, it just helps there be a little bit more of a plan for the week. And it's not necessarily a strict plan either, it's just a plan to follow so that we're not just like making up every night. Because I tell you what, that in itself is like a mental task. I feel like this eyebrow is like really kooky. I definitely trimmed it too short. Sad times. My second goal is simply healthy body, healthy mind. That's literally what I've written down, and I've written this down at like the beginning of my journal. So like all of my goals, my 3 little goals, at the front of my journal, so I can refer to it at any point, any time of the day, any day in the year, whenever I want. So healthy body, healthy mind is keeping a bottle of squash with me at all times so that tea is not my main form of liquid intake. Honestly, like all I drink is tea, and that's probably not good for my body. Like I probably should be consuming some more liquids other than just breakfast, like British breakfast tea, English breakfast tea, whatever you want to call it. So that is like part of the measure of healthy body, healthy mind. I'd probably find myself less sluggish as well if I drank more fluids, and I'd probably notice it better in my skin if I drank more fluids. So just like that is going to help me as an all-rounder. And then here I've written go to the gym 2+ a week. So go to the gym 2 times or more a week. I feel like this is definitely achievable, and actually I was kind of doing that before anyway. So basically it's just maintain that, you know, like don't give yourself a hard time if you don't get to go to the gym one week. If I don't get to go to the gym at all one week because I've had a chaotic week, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. But equally, I want to tell myself, don't be lazy, you need to go at least twice. As soon as you've gone twice, you can let yourself off. Do what you want to do, but you need to go twice. And like a good amount of time. Don't just turn up for 10 minutes. Do like a full hour to an hour and a half session, you know? Like I really want to take it seriously. And to be honest with you, when I'm there, I actually really enjoy it, and I don't want to go back home because I actually really enjoy working out when I'm there. It's the getting up and leaving. I'm really bad at like actually getting up and going. Like that's the hardest and worst part for me. So yeah, I just need to like get better at that. I've also put here no more than 3 fast food / restaurants a month. That sounds like a lot, but what I mean by that is like any form of fast food, that including like Costa and, you know, basically anywhere where I buy food that I have not made in the kitchen, I class as fast food. Fast food and restaurants, I don't mean necessarily have to be like burgers and stuff like that. I'm talking about even if I've got a Wagamama's, like a healthy ramen, that's still one occasion. So I don't want to do that more than 2 to 3 times a month. I've allowed myself 3 times a month, no more than 3 times a month. Again, sounds like a lot, but it's very easy to do, especially when I work in an office that has like a Costa right downstairs. If I wanted a hot chocolate, I'm going to class that as one time that I got fast food / a restaurant / takeout. Like I want to be serious about this. I want to try and just watch what I'm taking into my body, and it also kind of leads on to another goal that I want to talk about in a minute. And then lastly, I'm going to say go to bed 8 hours before my alarm. We'll see about that one. Even if I'm going to bed 8 hours before my alarm, but I'm not falling asleep until 4 hours before my alarm, at least I'm in bed teaching my brain that it's time to come away and stop feeling buzzy and, you know, settling down now, forcing myself. And you might be thinking there's not a lot of healthy mind things going on there. That was all healthy body, but I feel like the mind things will come in with the body stuff. Like if I'm drinking more, I'm less likely going to be tired. If I sleep more, I'm going to be less grouchy and feel less sorry for myself. If I go to the gym, I'm going to get like adrenaline, not adrenaline, but what's the chemical in your brain that makes you happy? I can't remember, but you know what I mean, like just healthy body, healthy mind, they kind of go symbiotically. So that's what I want to do. And my last goal is to save money. This is a massive one for me. Being more organised and saving money are probably going to be the harder ones. I feel like healthy body, healthy mind is just me being accountable, and like I don't really have to work very hard on that. Like making myself a big bottle of squash every morning isn't hard. Making sure I don't eat too much takeout or fast food or just like general processed crap isn't too hard. Going to bed early is pretty hard, but you know, like those things aren't hard. I already have a gym membership, it's easy. I have a pal to go with it, it's fine. But saving money and being more organised, I'm going to have to work at every day and almost like overcome it as a mental thing to be better. So the measures for this is go on a low buy, no buy for beauty products like I did last year. So last year, if you weren't aware, I did a low buy, no buy, and I was only allowing myself to purchase beauty products in the months of June and November, June being my birthday month and November being like Black Friday month before Christmas, all the Christmas releases, you know, just allowing myself to do that. I didn't really want to do it in December because like I'm buying Christmas presents for people and things like that, so I thought that that would be appropriate, like 2 times a year. I know I'd probably spend a lot of money then anyway, so why not just embrace that fact and allow myself to spend. Apart from that, I'm only allowed to, or I was only allowing myself to purchase things I'd used up. So say for example, if I had no dry shampoo left, like none, I'd allow myself to go pick up some more dry shampoo. I wasn't going to sit there and suffer without a product, but things that I already had, I was like, no, you cannot buy that until you are allowed to go buy it in June or November. So if I still wanted a product when those months ran around or like came back around, I'd buy it for myself or seriously think about it. Another tool that I used to monitor that or to sort of help me was my monthly wish list. I'll link up the playlist up in the eye if you want to go watch it. I will be doing a monthly wish list again this year. I really found it helpful. It's quite an onerous video to do every month, like editing wise, but I really enjoyed it, and it like held me accountable for not overspending on beauty. So I will be doing that again this year. I have no idea when this video is going up, probably like mid-January. So yeah, I'll be doing that at the end of every month like I did last year, so that was really helpful for me. I've also put here, don't be frivolous when going out, and I'm like having to remind myself, you can still go out and you can still have fun and you can still be with your friends and say yes to everything and not say no and not like seclude yourself, be a recluse, you know, like I can still do all those things without spending the most money. Like I can still look at a menu and go, I don't need everything here. I don't need to buy a starter, a main and a dessert. Like I can't even eat it anyway. Like I feel full and feel sick. I don't necessarily need to drink my drink really fast and go, yeah, next drink when the waiter comes around. No, just nurse your drink a little bit. Like stop being so greedy, and it's not even necessarily greed, it's just like frivolous. I don't need every evening to cost me like £80. Like, you know, that would be lovely, is to not look at my bank statement the next day on my mobile banking and go like, oh hi, that was a lot of money. Like I don't want that anymore. So yeah, every time I go out, I'm going to try and be less frivolous and just be very mindful about what I'm spending my money on without ruining or like stopping myself from having a good time. I really want to go do things with my friends that don't cost a lot of money as well. Like we love spending time with each other, so like why do we have to spend the most money to go do these things? We don't have to go out for dinner every single time we want to see each other, you know? So we could go out for walks, we could go to the beach, we could do a number of things, you know, we could just go for a drive, or we could just, I don't know, go for a walk, anything. Like we could do loads of things that don't cost a lot of money or don't cost any money. So like why don't we go do that instead of going out for dinner all the time and, you know, going out drinking or anything like that. I just think I need to be a little bit more mindful about what I'm doing and spending my money on. I've also put here, keep a finance book to monitor my spending, and then I've put a note about how much I want to save this year. So I've kept that, and like I said, I've started to keep this little book here, and I've just kept that as like a little finance record. So I've done a little bit of bullet journaling. I just looked it up on Google, like bullet journal inspiration. I want to like have that sense of gratification by filling in my journal and being like, I've saved more money rather than I've spent more money, you know. I really need to save really hard this year. I say we want to move, but like eventually me and Jake want to move. We want to, you know, get a larger place, get a place with a garden would be nice. You know, we want to do those things, and we can't just do those things when we decide we want to. We can only do those things when we have the funds for it, and that comes with working very hard and being very careful with money. So that is something that I really need to knuckle down with this year and hold myself accountable and work very hard to not use retail as my therapy. I did a little bit of a January sales purchasing spree. I didn't spend a lot of money, but I bought a load of things, And I was saying this to Lily the other day. I was Snapchatting her and I said I ordered a few things from Zara. I wanted one pair of shoes. In fact, should I show you? I think I might start doing like a monthly haul as well, just to also hold myself accountable. And I want to be able to sit here and be like, guess what, I've bought nothing. Let's talk about things I've been loving instead. Because I'm not really good at maintaining monthly favourites, because I've just not really been good at that at the moment. But I thought maybe we could do like a what I've bought and what I've been loving at the same time. Hopefully then I would have bought nothing and I can just share things that I'm loving with you. But I bought these shoes from Zara. Half the people I know and love say that they hate them. Half the people say they're obsessed. I am personally obsessed. I've still got the tags on them. I've not worn them yet. I literally received them this weekend just gone. It's got like this wooden ball. Like they're leather shoes, they're leather sandals rather. So it like comes up here like this. I'm the worst. I can't show you anything. And they look, I just think they look so simply divine, like very, well, I was gonna say boho, but yeah, I guess they're boho. I just think they're so pretty. So pretty. So I've wanted these for a really long time. Also, I love that in Zara you get your shoes in a little shoe bag. How cute is that? I had them saved on my like wish list, loves list, whatever you want to call it. And then suddenly the Zara sale came on and I was like, oh, I bet they're probably not on sale. And they were. Only by like £15. But I was like, it's fine, I'll take the sale. I know I want them, I'm gonna buy them. But of course, being the person that I am, I couldn't just pick up the one thing that I wanted. I had to shop the sale and I had to pick up a multitude of things because it was on sale. Why am I like this? I just felt so embarrassed in front of myself, like no one else was there, but like I felt embarrassed that I'd just been so trigger happy and basically just bought stuff to just make me happy instantly, like that instant gratification. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? So I literally was like drafting all these refund slips, like no, like it's going back, it's all going back. So I like saved a few things, like literally a few things. I'm just like holding up, what's it like the saying, holding up a flame, holding a light up to myself. I don't know, like, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to hold myself accountable by being like, yeah, that's embarrassing. You have no self-control. That's embarrassing. You're a nightmare. Sort yourself out. And I need to. And that's like part of this New Year's resolution is I have a sum in my mind and in my book of how much I'd like to save this year. And I want to smash it. I want to get that and more whilst doing all the things that I want to do this year and, you know, working hard and hitting my goals, getting things that I want done this year. I want to have a really good year and save money and to not overspend like an absolute freak. I want to say though, as a side note, it's very interesting for me to see that I've like slightly become like this because I never used to be this way with money. Like honestly, like I used to like literally pride myself on being so good with my money. I used to think it was like one of my attributes that I was like most impressed by, you know, the fact that I was really good with money and that I didn't overspend or I was really careful. I lived within my means. I never borrowed money and I still haven't. But like, you know, one of those things that I really prided myself on it. And like these past 6 months, honestly, I've just spiraled out of control. You'll be more happy in 2 years' time when you've got the house that you want because you've been saving for it, you know? So I'm like holding myself accountable a little bit more, and that's what I'll be doing this year, is working very hard to hold myself accountable and save what I need to save. I'm just gonna go off camera and just do the other eye just to save a bit of time. Okay, I have finished my eyes. I was using the Colourpop Malibu Barbie palette. Actually, really impressed with it actually. It was a really nice palette and I love this like sunset vibe. I was trying to match my shirt. I thought it was kind of cute. I added some eyeliner and some mascara. Like I said, it's all down in the description bar below of what I use. I was going to apply some lips and then I was like, wait, I'm talking. So I just picked out 2 for my project pan and I'm kind of feeling this. Like I know you shouldn't go with bold and bold, but like, you're not my real mum. I'm gonna do what I want. It's a little bit bright. Let me just put a little bit of nude in the middle. That made it worse. Okay, makeup done. Not sure that it's like the best look I've ever done, but like it was just a little chit chat get rid of me talking about my goals. I do just want to talk about my uploading schedule and just like uploads I've got and to be aware of, things like that. So I was going to do like an end of project pan 2021. If you've been following my project pan, I'll link up in the eye so you can see it. I've only literally uploaded like 3 times last year for project pan, and I feel like that's because I had too much. I just did discuss that in my last video. Like I had too much and it just felt like such a task. So I'm still using the project pan stuff from 2021 for this month. I have like a divine plan in my head, and I have taken heavy inspiration from Hayley O, over from Beauty News. Hayley, she did like a whole makeup inventory thing where she literally counted every single beauty product and put it in an Excel spreadsheet, and I have done the same. Oh my goodness, so far it's taken me 4 hours to count everything, and I haven't even gotten to skincare yet. Let that sink in. I also do want to do a massive declutter, and I will be filming that, so coming soon. I have no idea when. I want to start filming it in January, but it might be coming out in February. But hold on tight though, so I will be uploading a declutter, and that is a makeup declutter. And I probably might do like a nail polish declutter as well, and like some other little declutters. A clothes declutter. I will definitely be doing a wardrobe declutter, like just lots of declutters. But a makeup one will probably be the first to come out because I need to do that sooner rather than later, because my Project Pan 2022, which I will be doing this year, do not fear, I want to kind of have a pile of things that I want to actually get rid of, and I'm like, either it's expired or it doesn't bring me any joy whatsoever, or I've never even touched it, so might as well go to a family or friend, whatever. And I also want to have like a pile of things I'm unsure of, and then out of that declutter I want to do a couple of videos where it's kind of like on the chopping block makeup, and those videos should then hopefully inform my Project Pan 2022. I probably won't start the Project Pan 2022 until beginning of February. I kind of want to take January as like a reset and to figure out what is going to be best for me. Hauls are still filtering through from Black Friday. I know, like, you're literally going to laugh at me, but like honestly I ordered so much. The hauls are still filtering through, and I still have a few more things. I have 3 more things to film with in terms of hauls, and I've already filmed 2 that need to go up, so I think when you're watching this there's about 4 more to go. I don't know about my maths there, but I think there's about 4 more to go from when you're seeing this, which is utter craziness. There is a lot to come. Please subscribe and ring the bell for 2022. I feel so positive about this year. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the content I'm going to be giving to you. I'm ready to pour all of my time into this, and this just is like, it brings me so much joy doing YouTube. It's my hobby. It is not an income. It's something I'm really, really passionate about and I really enjoy doing. So I'm really ready to put myself first and adhere to my goals this year. You know, healthy mind, healthy body, be more organised and save harder. And within that, YouTube is just going to be better. Everything's just going to be better if I better myself. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any goals or you want to hit reset on your life like I do. Let me know what your goals are, and if you don't let me know, then cool. Talk to me down below about anything else. I just really want to know how you guys are doing. I hope you're doing well and staying safe and doing all these lovely things. Hit thumbs up if you have enjoyed today. Talk to me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.